times.
You ready to start, Gino?
Let's get started.
Let's
Do
do
we
it.
put headphones on?
We have 30
Yeah.
seconds. How's everybody's sound, okay?
Yes, sir. Yeah, cool. I can hear
I keep
myself.
forgetting to send you my intro because your thing crashed.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Too late now.
All right, here we go.
All right, we're on?
You are on in 30 seconds,
Cool.
and you are live now.
Hey, yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the roundtable right here on HamiltonRadio.net channel HR2. I am your host, John Brecco. I keep forgetting to send you my new intro, Gino. It's bothering me.
I know.
It's got like such a different feel, like just having to go in and not being able to like hear the intro through the headphones. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right, but anyway, I really can't worry about that. We've got some very special guests in the studio today, coming from about 2 hours away. Where are you guys from?
The Poconos.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's a drive and a half. They thought this was going to be in Allentown, PA, but they got the wrong Allentown. They mixed it up.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, we still
It
made
happens.
We're good.
We made it. We decided we 6:20. We're like, all right, let's do it. Let's go.
I was going to say, the guy furthest to my left over here, he was on a bit of a journey. He got lost out in, like, Bumblefuck or wherever and ended up behind a bunch of tractors,
Yep.
which that was a beautiful story. So thank you for sharing that.
Hey, I made it. I'm here.
It made my day, and it made you want to drink.
Yeah.
So it happens. He
Well,
was
that's
asking,
a normal day for me.
on a normal day, I want to drink. I hear that, though. He was even asking me if the pizza place, Papa's, had beer. I was like, I wish, bro. I wish I could have helped you out, but unfortunately, that's not gonna work. I'm sorry.
Yeah, can we get some, like a 6-pack or something delivered here?
Oh, well, that we could probably
during,
do.
During
but
live show? Yeah,
All right,
cool.
man.
I was gonna say I actually did have alcohol on here in like the beginning, because when I first did the show, I put like two different foods together, have like a grub of the week, and then I'd have like a drink the next week or whatever. They complained about the drinks though, so I had to limit it to food, which made me very sad. But
Hey, I didn't complain about it. It was other people.
I know it wasn't you. I know it was other people.
I don't care what anybody has in here. I just, I just. Law abide. That's all.
I was gonna say he just goes with the amusement. I think the best thing I had on here though was a Chick-fil-A sandwich. You remember when I put every sauce they had on it? That was the most beautiful and messy thing I think I have ever eaten.
I have yet to ever try
Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Eh.
I don't know if I'm missing anything. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's fast food. I mean, it's good for like fast food, but it's not like anything like crazy.
It's no Wendy's, right?
Oh my god, my heart,
Baconator.
bro! I always get their like triple patty burger. I go straight for the heart attack every time. I just can't help myself.
Do you sweat afterwards? Like usually?
Do I sweat afterwards?
Yeah.
The meat sweats.
Just
The
a
meat
tad.
sweats? Yeah.
I was gonna say I watch the meat sweat, then I get the meat sweats. All right, but anyways, I still have yet to introduce my guest on this damn show. So Gino, why don't you do me the honors? Give me the drum roll. I've been forgetting like the past couple weeks, but
You know what I'm going to do?
I'm going to get the sound effect.
if you
and
guys
we'll
want
do
to
it.
help, oh, you got the sound effect.
No, I said I will get the sound effect for the next time, but I don't do drum rolls well.
I mean, I know you don't do it
So
well.
I'm
I
not
still
gonna
have
do
you
it.
do it.
I'm not going to do it. There you go.
Hey. All right, we got ENJINZ Fire over here. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
We got Ben Gorski and his friend over here, Chris. We have Amy over here that thinks she's too good for us to be on, but I guess it's all right. Amy, are you okay?
I'm okay, thank you.
All right. Insert Michael Jackson quote here. I was hoping everybody would get that, but I just suck, so it's fine. All right. But anyways, why don't you guys start with telling me a little bit about your music background, like how you got everything together. Like take us all on a little bit of a journey, I guess, like you were on behind those tractors.
Well, I met Ben, maybe
Five
six
years ago,
years
6
ago,
years ago.
something like that. I've been playing drums for about 16 years. Also bass for about 16 years. I've been through a lot of different bands, a lot of cover bands, post-hardcore bands, lots of different stuff. And I always had some sort of a project going on when
Yeah.
Ben approached me to play with him. And they went through a bunch of different people as
Yeah.
well. And I just guess the timing was just right eventually, and
Yeah.
we started playing together.
Gonna say, do you want to tell me about like some of the stuff you've done like before Ben, or?
I mean, wasn't really anything particularly special. I do a lot of solo stuff as well, which I'm currently recording. You never really made it too far with a lot of other bands other than playing shows. We've done some touring here and there. Nothing too special, just around Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And other than that, it's this is by far the most fruitful endeavor I've pursued in the past few years.
Hey man, I think you're doing okay. You got on the internet station, and you know, you took a journey to get here. So I think that says a lot about what you're doing. I think the tractors are worth it.
Oh yeah, definitely worth it. The journey's always worth it, even
Oh,
if
yeah.
it's a crap journey. It's still a good journey. You
Yeah,
know,
it's
Pretty
like-
wild journey.
You know, even if it's just getting food at Taco Bell and then it starts raining on you. Really rained on my parade.
Yeah, if it wasn't for him, I mean, he was gonna come originally if it was in Allentown anyway. And
Yeah.
when I was like, dude, this is like a 2-hour drive. We're gonna be staying out in Jersey anyway. And he was like, just go. And I'm like backing out of the driveway. He's like, I'm gonna go too. So I grabbed the djembe and we took off.
Yeah, they're apparently going like fishing out in Sandy Hook tomorrow, so I'm basically just used as a fishing stop. They got me hook, line, and sinker, if you know what I'm saying.
You guys do know that Sandy Hook has a nude beach, do you not know?
That's why we're going.
Oh, okay, there you
Yeah.
That's the real reason why you're going.
This is the only way I could get someone nude, right?
Oh, wow.
Let's give it a try.
I am so sorry.
Why aren't we on the water yet, Ben?
How long
Just
have
hang
you-
out on the beach.
How long have you guys been dating, if you don't mind me asking?
2.5 years.
That's exactly why. That's probably the only way you're going to see her naked. That happens after a while. That's usually what ends up happening around that stage. Once again, I'm so sorry. All right, but I mean, she can blush if she wants. She's not on air. She was ready. She was ready for this to happen. All right, but anyway, why don't you tell me a little about your music background as well, bud?
Similar to Chris, I've been in multiple projects. Nothing that was, I don't want to say not fruitful. I've been writing original music for so long that it's, I guess, kind of hard for people to stick around for too long because
Yeah.
it's original. And if it's not coming from you, you might not want it that bad. But Chris
Yeah.
has been with me for years on end, and he enjoys the music. He likes writing to it.
So I guess it's like you've been doing it for so long that like when you have like the idea like set in your head, like somebody just may have like a different idea and you kind of just had it already.
Yeah, it might
Yeah.
it might sound a little selfish, but I just don't want to do the cover thing.
No, I get it.
know,
Once you
it's
have
really
like
difficult,
something like
yeah.
set for years, like you don't really like want to change it like all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's one thing if you just like wrote the song or started like putting like notes together or whatever. But when you have something set, I get where you're coming from, bro.
Yeah. Some of these songs that I continue to play and that have just started going into production. I started as early as 2004, 2005. And some
wow.
of them are just getting rolling, and on top of new music. So there's a hell of an archive. So you're right. Like these are kind of like babies at this point.
Yeah,
It's
no,
it's
I
just
get you.
now a matter of packaging them correctly, which is pretty cool because ENJINZ
You
Fire.
have stuff ready for it, and you're taking off right now. So the good thing is you have stuff you're ready for. You probably got stuff that you've already done a long time ago.
Mhm.
So you're set for a while. It seems
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, there's a type of accumulation here.
Yeah. Do you kind of like feel like you're in the same boat as he is?
Well, I mean, it's definitely a pleasure. I mean, I don't know that I would have made it quite this far without Ben's support and motivation, that's
Yeah.
for sure. Because, after a while of being frustrated and not getting to where you want to be, it seems like
Yeah.
you're never where you actually want to be. It's nice to have sort of a driving force behind you to keep you inspired and keep you motivated
Yeah.
and keep you moving and looking ahead instead of behind,
Believe me, I get exactly where you're coming from. The next step I really need is paid, so I completely get it.
That's
And that's not on Gino or anything, but I know you're working on it. But you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But no, what I really meant was like how he had songs ready since like 2004. Like, do you feel like you have been putting stuff together for that long, and you kind of have like your own stuff lined up as well? Do you feel like you're in the same boat with that?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's kind of cool because we're both on the same page as far as what we're playing and where we're going with a lot of the songs. So it's cool because I'm able to pick up a lot of what he's playing real easy, and he picks up on some stuff that I put together. So we play each other's songs, and it works out real well. We have really good chemistry, a lot more than we felt with a lot of other people in the past. So
yeah, it's a funny thing. 2013, me and this other guy that stuck by my side for a while, we're trying to kind of get him, like, recruit him into what we were doing, and he was like, "Nah, man, you guys you're just not hard enough for me." Like, he plays a lot of rock, some metal.
I had my own project going on at the time because I was pretty serious about what I was doing. It was also an original project, and we started playing a lot of shows. We started recording, so I felt like it was a more serious thing, and I don't know. I felt like it wasn't the right time.
Right. Of course.
Yeah.
It makes sense. And a year and a half later, we asked him again, and he was just like on board.
Nah.
Then it completely electrified the whole thing.
Yeah, you gotta like feel like it's the right time. I feel like with stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you got like other stuff that you're like in the middle of, it may not be like the right time to like do something else with it. So I gotcha.
Well, when you're younger too, it's you. For lack of a better word, you're kind of narrow-minded. You tend to be a little bit less open-minded about things, and as you grow, you realize, especially in music, that it's really important to be more open-minded about a lot of things.
Yeah.
So as time went on, it's obviously I became more open-minded and was more receptive to a lot of other things that I wasn't before.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Anyways, I am actually curious about one thing. You said there was another guy that you were working with, like when you were trying to recruit him, that stuck around with you for a while, right?
Yeah, he was the original guy.
I was gonna say, so all of a sudden, like, you guys were like too soft for him, like after he stuck around for a while. I'm confused on that. Like, how long did he stick around with you, man?
I mean, I started with him in like my first project, so I was like 14, and we were only 27 when we kind of cut ties with the music. But he took on some more.
Okay, so I'm doing the math in my head. That's about like half your life when he cut ties with you. Now all of a sudden you got too soft on this guy because he came along. you see the problem I'm having here, right? I wash my hands of these. All right, but anyway, you look like you're ready to go to play some live music.
Damn it, I shouldn't have done that.
You were going to anyway. You have it here for a reason. So if you want to play like the first song you guys got, we can play that right now. We got some stuff lined up that, you emailed to Gino earlier, so we got stuff ready. So if you want to play, you're more than welcome to.
All right, cool.
All right, so what's the first song you got for us, man?
We're going to play this song. It's called Identity, which is off this EP that you'll hear from these two tracks that I sent over to Gino.
All right, yeah.
But this is obviously an acoustic version, so.
All right, yeah, no problem. Anyways, we got Identity from ENJINZ Fire right here on Hamilton Radio. Live, everybody. Let's go.
sun go down here lately. I feel my heart pounding so far. You are to our own world, oh unfair. I need to find you, girl, and I will see you, I will lie. I will see you, I will lie. I will see you, I will lie. I will see you, I will lie.
gotta see your face, though in your eyes a deceiving empty space. You've got me blind to a world of forgiving grace, and rage, fuck it all, to another place. We'll go, oh yeah, we'll go, oh we'll go. We'll go, yeah, we'll go, oh we'll go. About you forgetting me, or the life that we used to lead. So much is gone, not a single memory, all because you lost your identity. So let me lose my identity too, only if it brings me closer to you. Where are you, and what are you doing without me? Yeah, identity. Oh.
I like it, man. That's good. Alright, that was Identity over here by Engine Fire right here on Hamilton Radio. Alright, anyways, what was the idea like behind that song?
So, an older woman I used to work with in this pizza place had this idea for a song, and she knew that I wrote songs, so she asked me to write one about a man that was dealing with his wife's memory loss.
Okay.
So that's why it's called Identity. She loses it. He's frustrated. And he'd walk around the world just to see her face, though in her eyes a deceiving empty space, you know?
What's that one Adam Sandler movie where like the girl loses her memory? What's it called?
Yeah, there's a couple.
First Dates.
Notebook. Was the
yeah, 50
Vow?
First Dates.
I don't remember. I lost my memory.
Yeah,
no, really. The TIA, I can't remember stuff. Short memory loss.
Well, that happens to you.
Same here. I was on my way here. I'm like,
you don't seem any different from my dad, so you know I don't really think it's like a problem, Gino. Happens, man. But he looks like Santa Claus, so he could get away with it a little bit. Gino looks like Bill Nye the Science Guy. I can't say the same for him. All right, but anyways, what the hell was I gonna say? That made me completely lose my train of thought just now.
By memory.
You went into the comedy zone, that's why.
Yeah, right? I just lost my identity. You know how we did Cards Against Humanity, like the last show, Gino?
Oh, God, it was horrible.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic.
No, I mean, it was horrible. It was funny. It was horrible.
That's why it was fantastic.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but, like, I have an idea where I'm going to, like, set that up for the next time I'm at Take 5 with Kurt, so you should definitely come out to see that.
I will try.
I would say the same for you guys, but I would want you to come like 2 hours away again, like such short time, because it's this Friday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But anyways, you know, now that I've asked you about your song ideas, you know, and that you drove all the way over here, one of you got stuck behind tractors, you know, I think you're like too soft for me, you know? Like just all of a sudden. All right. But you know, anyways, we can keep going on with this. Why don't we play a song through one of the things he sent you?
What song would you like to play? You sent me the two.
Okay, so I sent you. Well, that was all right. So we just went a little soft, right? So why don't we play Ghost?
Okay.
I'm gonna say
that's
you
a
guys
good
can
one.
play whatever. You know, we can keep it soft. We can take it a different way. You know, it doesn't really matter to me.
There's quite a variety.
That's what she said.
It would be That's why he wants to go on this nude beach. He needs a little bit of a change. All right, so we're playing it.
Yeah, here we go.
All right, this is Ghost by Engine Fire right here on Hamilton Radio. Check it out, everybody.
You've gotta be quick. You're not keeping up with me. You've gotta be sick. I'm talking of a wild man in the Coming clan. It's like color of death on a Cheshire bed. You've gotta be frightening. You make them fall to the knees while inside dancing with ghosts. Oh, naive, it's ignorant, it's callow, it's shallow. A presence elusive. Oh, goodbyes, welcome intrusions. Ignorant, it's callow. A presence elusive. Oh, goodbyes, welcome intrusion. And dancing with ghosts. Oh, naive, it's ignorant, it's callow. A presence elusive. Oh, goodbyes, welcome intrusions. You're dancing with ghosts. Oh, naive, it's ignorant, it's callow. A presence elusive. Oh, goodbyes, welcome intrusions.
And that was Ghost right here on HamiltonRadio.net by ENJINZ Fire. And, you know, I'm going to switch it up for the next song. We'll talk about it a little bit first. But anyways, do you normally have, like, ideas, like, by your songs? Because I usually, like, try to, like, pick the person's brain about it, so.
Well, I mean, this woman lost her identity, and she just turned into a ghost, man.
Oh, it was just just a follow-up, or?
No, not necessarily.
I was gonna say that I felt like that was complete BS, but that's fine.
No.
If that's what you wanted to go with, I wasn't gonna stop you.
So the Dancing with Ghosts was the idea behind this. Is like, you know, when you're getting involved with like the wrong people, and then you hear, you know, you kind of looking over your shoulder all the time.
Yeah.
And you're wondering, like, who's coming through the door, what's gonna happen. That's the idea. So, you know, some kind of like weird empathy with people that kind of get involved in things that they
really
shouldn't or will end up regretting, you know.
Yeah, like, you know, like you see it coming, like that person sees it coming, and they're just always looking over their shoulder, like waiting for something bad to happen.
Yeah, you don't know who's gonna come knock you over the head with a crowbar or something.
Yeah, no, you never really know when that's gonna happen to you. I was gonna say, we wonder that all the time, don't we, Gino?
Shit. Where are we?
I was gonna say, the outside room is a little bit of a room like that. I was gonna say, countless jokes have been made about that outside room. I don't even want to start. You know, I had an ex-girlfriend who actually came in here one time because that relationship ended about like 7 months ago. But I remember the first time she walked in here, she was like, "Am I gonna die?" I was like, "I'm alive, so you really shouldn't." I couldn't explain why, if you did, but you know, I don't think you will. You'll be fine. I mean, she lived long enough for that to end, so I guess it really worked out. All right, but anyways,
like, I don't know about you guys though.
That's your business. But anyways, I want to switch gears a little bit. How did you start talking to Michael Katz and everything? Like, how did that start happening?
Michael Katz, he's the angel investor of all of like these projects. There's a twin rap duo out of the Poconos that actually got started with Michael Katz, and they're kind of the founders of Anakian, which is like this indie label. And they said for a while that they wanted me to be the first artist that they signed under their indie label. So since then, well, you know, actually it's been like a year ongoing with Mike, and he believes in this. So
No, I remember that guy we had on for like, I think it was like a month ago right now, right, Gino?
You're asking me to remember again. I don't remember.
Oh, shit, I forgot about
Sorry.
But no, I remember we had him on here. I remember two things. One, he sounded really nervous, like he wasn't really like used to talking to people in this fashion. I mean, he's the one who books you guys, so I guess it makes sense. And you know, I remember him trying to get like all different like types of artists like onto his label because we were going back and forth about that for a little bit. And you know, one thing I could actually appreciate about Hamilton Radio, Gino? All the different types of guys we had on. I remember 2 weeks ago when we had the pug group on. I forget what they were called. I think they were called Honey Trap. That's not good that I just said I forget that on air, but I'll get past that in my life.
It's a good name, though.
Yeah, right? I was going to say, I've gotten past worse, so. To be honest, if you thought, you know, you getting lost was bad, they put the right address in here, and they went to the wrong place twice. And both times it was about a 20-minute drive.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know how the hell that happened, but, you know, it was a beautiful thing that we got to joke about for the half hour we had left. So, you know, it worked out. They played a song or two. We got something out of it. You know, I was happy with it. Anyways, I have another question before we go back into playing some more music. Do you know a kid named RJ Melliscat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, the only reason why I'm asking is because he's the one who got me connected with Michael, and I went to college with him, so.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. He's a communications major like I am. I had a couple classes with him. We graduated same year and everything.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, he's affiliated with us. Like he kind of.
Yeah.
He came and filmed. He was interning for a while there. I believe he still is, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing now.
Small world, man.
Yeah, right? I was going to say, as far as I know, as far as I've heard, I do think he's still connected with, you know, Mike in some way.
Yeah, yeah.
As far as I've heard.
Yeah, definitely. I know that we will like go to him for. We did a show in Queens back in May, and he was there. I don't know if you remember meeting him, but yeah, he you know, he had his big camera there, and he was doing the show. He was gonna do it, edit it, and it's pretty wild.
Yeah. Hopefully, I can have him on here one day. I want to get him on too.
That's a pretty cool, like tri-state area we got going.
Yeah, right.
Queens, the Poconos.
I was gonna say we got PA, we got New Jersey. Now that we know we're in the right Allentown,
right.
And you know we got Queens, New York. But all right. Anyways, on that note, why don't we get back to playing some music for you guys? Did you send any more songs to Gino, or was?
I did. I sent another one.
Did you want another one, or did you want to do one live?
How about room vote? What do you guys want to do?
I like to hear the live because it's fresh, but
you like live
authentic.
better?
No, I mean, whatever you guys want to do, but I like live better.
Okay. I was gonna say if we want to keep going with the live music, let's do it.
It's up to them. Totally up to them.
All right.
Look at what they're doing. I think they made their decision. I'm fine with whatever, so go right
You guys
ahead.
can hear this guitar okay, right?
I can hear it just fine.
You good? All right, cool.
We haven't gotten any comments about him not hearing the guitar, right, Gino? All right, cool.
All right, cool. So this is called Rise. On a more positive note, Rise.
All right, want to talk about it a little bit first, or?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Rise is anything that is affiliated with like kind of rising up from the dust and like coming back from something and being rebellious against whatever was, you know, suppressing you or oppressing you in the first place. That's what it is.
This is Sparta.
You know what? There's a really cool version on YouTube of this where it's POV of him on the drums.
Oh, yeah?
We're doing full rock version in Philadelphia at this place called the Rusty Nail. It's really cool. You can't hear the music much, but it's really cool to see him because he's just going off. You know, it really kind of showcases his ability.
I put a GoPro with a head strap on my head behind the drums while I was performing.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it picked up really well actually. Like, you know, some of the front of stage sound is a little bit muffled, but
Go to a place called the Rusty Nail, put like goat horns on your head. It just works perfectly.
I think it was that was Battle of the Bands too.
Yeah.
Right? We were playing with a bunch of different bands. Yeah, this was real cool.
We used to go to this project that we we originally I was talking about before with the other guy. It was under Ear Ecstasy, and that's kind of a mouthful, but
that's a tongue twister, honestly.
Yeah.
Ear ecstasy, ear ecstasy, ear ecstasy, ear ecstasy. All right, I could say it.
Yeah, you did. That was good.
How much, man?
I did better with that than I thought I was going to. But anyway, on a random note, before you guys play this song, I did stand up in Philly twice. I bombed both times. One time, a guy tried to run up on stage while I was drunk.
Really?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Wait, you bombed? What were you doing?
I was doing stand up. You know
Stand-up
how I'm
comedy?
doing it this Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it. I've done it out in Philly twice. I could still probably count on two hands the amount of gigs I've done, so I've still got a lot to learn, but I've done it out in Philly twice. I bombed each time. The first time, a guy ran up on stage while he was drunk in the middle of a 3-minute routine, so I didn't have a lot of time to begin with. And the second time, I forgot my entire routine about a minute in, which was beautiful. So I literally wasted 30 seconds being like that awkward moment when you forget every single part of your routine.
Yeah, bombing is that's like mandatory if you want to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I was going to say, that was a painful thing when it happened. But you know what? Looking back on it now, I honestly laugh.
Yeah.
So that's a
wild.
beautiful thing. But anyway, after my struggles with comedy, here is Rise from people who aren't struggling as much as me on Hamilton Radio.
Oh, I rise my light, yet I show you this world, around and inside. Yet I be so wise, oh, you must first try what it is that you cannot do. You fight until you bleed, oh, until you see, light up that sky with what you know. Yeah, down in that mud, oh, you have found, yeah, the secret, don't keep it, just give it your sound. Yeah, chains upon the wall, linking down a fallen Urus. Yeah, stains prepared to leave. Yeah, so much for relief. Yeah, making you look bad. Yeah, say hello, don't be low. Continue to appear as you wander. Like not giving a fuck is what you want. Stay outside of your mind. Yeah, be the first to try. Stay outside of the fire. Oh, the fire that's in you. It burns. Oh, the fire that's in you. Oh, it burns, yeah. Oh, the fire that's in you. Yeah, the fire that's in you. Yeah, let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. Belong to the mountains, yeah, the hot tides of that sea. Oh, and rise from that dirt, from the rags and the weeds. You are more than that fire inside. You are more. You are blood, you're the score in mine. You are blood. Oh, yes, say hello, don't be low. Continue you to appear as you want to. Like not giving a fuck is what you want. Stay outside of your mind. Yeah, be the first to try. You'll step outside of that fire. Or the fire that's in you. Yeah, it burns. Or the fire that's in you. Oh, it burns. Yeah, the fire that's in you. Oh. Yeah, the fire that's in you. Yeah, let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn.
All right, beautiful. What was that called again? I'm sorry.
Rise.
All right, Rise. That's what I thought it was. I just didn't want to make a mistake. That was Rise over here on HamiltonRadio.net.
Sorry, buddy.
It's whatever, man. Hey, Gino.
What?
That was Elvis that was out there, right?
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to try to play with Elvis? Do you know any Elvis at all? I like doing this. It's
rock
fun.
on, man.
Right.
Yo, there's an actual Elvis in the
I was
studio.
gonna say you guys probably thought I was crazy.
Nice.
All right, what's up though, man? How you doing? You good?
Feeling good, man.
All right. Do you
could-
know any Elvis though or no? If you don't, that's
No, I don't, but we could try to figure something out for a little bit.
you want to try to figure something out, King?
Do you know, you
He's
know
the
chord
king, he's got
I
this.
can maybe follow easy chord progression, and maybe you could sing. No. I mean, Elvis is a lot of, right, standard. And,
I was gonna say he's got a lot of stuff. I've heard all kinds of stuff from him.
do you play? Do you play guitar?
No. It's just a prop with me.
Okay.
I know a few chords.
All right. I was gonna say, you think we can figure something out, King, or no? No?
One of the old tunes. Well, I guess, Blue Suede Shoes is something that he covered. Blue Suede Shoes. Well, it's a one for the money, two for the show.
Oh God, I want to know that really bad. I take back not learning covers
You don't know
right
Blue-
now.
That's
Well,
about-
I take it back. I'm
that's about
sorry.
the easiest
Elvis.
song I could pull out of the hat,
Elvis, what's it called?
Blue Suede Shoes by Elvis.
All right, let's see if we can do it.
Squeeze.
I was gonna say, when I had you on, I don't think you did that one. Yeah, no, you're live right now, man. Hey, oh, wait.
Hey, oh.
Oh.
You never know who's gonna walk in at any
Yeah,
time.
right?
You know.
Is Dave out there
I was
too,
just
or?
walking
No,
by
Dave and
and-
Marty not here yet.
What the hell are they doing? I was gonna say, I could mess with Dave if he was here.
He'll be here soon.
Eh,
Oh, looks like-
Oh, you
whatever.
forgot about me.
No, he didn't forget about you.
Yeah, whatever. If he's on here soon, that's all right.
Well, I'm trying to think of like the older stuff that Elvis did that was just, 3 chords.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. See that here? That's a lot of A. So that might it's possible.
All shook
We
up.
might be able to do
Oh,
it.
well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm rich like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting white as a bug. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. 3 chords. That's it, man. That's it. All right, listen. Hold on, folks. Where are
We
you?
tried for the drums for like a split second.
What?
I was gonna ask you if you could freestyle
This
this.
is-
if there was
This is
time.
improv. This is
Well,
improv.
let's
too.
see
See
This
where that
is-
was going.
Let's try it one more time. I'll cue you when you go to the next chord, but it's only 3 chords.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. Now keep playing. Friends say I'm acting white as a bug. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. No, next chord.
That was good, guys. That was good.
I wasn't.
How was that? Like a second and a half again.
Hey,
I can get behind that.
it's improv. It's all good. Richie's good with this stuff.
I'm sorry to do that to you,
I was gonna say, not everybody knows Elvis. The only other time I had you in here, I think, was when Harrison was on. We got something out of that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, there was this one kid that plays the ukulele,
Oh, cool.
and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Tiny Tim.
Oh man.
You know, many years ago, Tiny Tim opened for a band I was in
Oh really?
at a place called the Red Parrot in the city.
Oh man, that's
And
awesome.
He walked off stage, and he was talking to himself, and he said, "You think I'd know when to get out of this business?" He just rambled. They just came out of his mouth.
And you just happen to hear it.
We just happened to hear it. He was walking by us. He was kind of like where we were in the same place. So, as far as dressing rooms go.
Happens. Whatever.
Am I interrupting the show? I mean, I'm talking like there's nothing going on.
Dude, you just became the show, man. This
Bro,
is awesome.
If it was Dave, I could fill the rest of my show with this.
Did you just come from a gig or something?
No, I'm on the next show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No.
he's ended up on a lot of the shows over here because one of the hosts over here has a bit of an Elvis addiction. Every time she's around an Elvis impersonator, I'm actually legitimately scared she's going to have an accident. So I've addressed my concerns to her multiple times.
Damn.
You know, I'd rather talk to her.
He feeds her
I mean, that's
peanut and butter and banana sandwiches.
That's it.
Oh God. Oh man.
Fried.
Fried sandwiches.
Why am I sitting so low? Why are you up and on?
Because you're leaning back in the chair, sir.
He's like,
Why is this seat so low? Hey,
Hello.
what's up, buddy?
Invasion.
Right?
5 minutes I had to sing.
I was gonna say you missed like the whole 30-second act, man. I was gonna say we got like a whole 30 seconds of my show out of him singing, and you missed it. You'll be alright. Alright, but anyways, we got a little bit of a live audience from you. You got the king in the house, so guys.
That's a lot of pressure, man. Like having the king.
That is
watch.
I didn't know he was gonna be here. What do you want me to do?
I didn't know either. I would have dressed
Hey,
up or something. I don't know.
Do I look dressed up to you? It's not that deep.
I wear my good biking shorts.
Alright, but
Now you guys continue. I'm gonna go out here.
you do you, boo boo.
Right.
Ah, yeah, it was nice meeting you, man.
That was cool.
Alright, but anyway, we got about 15 minutes left. There any other songs you guys wanted to play?
Ludwig?
I had a quick question for you guys.
Yeah.
Who is your influences? Like, what music do you try to emulate with, what you do?
This
'Cause
guy, he's got a list.
I know. I mean, I can hear a little REM maybe in there. I hear a little bit of, I don't know, a lot of the 90s bands. Maybe?
Definitely
Uh,
a lot of '90s influence.
I hear it.
I mean, I'm a big fan. I'm a drummer, so obviously I hit all the heavy guys. Neil Peart from Rush,
Right,
Yeah.
of course. Dan Carey from Tool. I love Tool's definitely one of my biggest influences. I love a lot of polyrhythmic stuff, off time, weird tempos, different timing changes, things like that. But I do like a lot of 90s stuff, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains,
Wow.
stuff like that. Yeah, I like a lot of heavier music. I like a lot of everything. I try to draw
Yeah.
influences from all over the place. But
Yeah, man.
yeah, definitely quite a long laundry list,
Yeah.
I guess you could say, of influences.
I was gonna say, you know who you sound a little bit like to me, and this is just my opinion. Do you know who Chris Daughtry is? I think your voice resembles him just a little bit.
That's not the first time I've heard that.
That's not?
No.
Okay. You know, I could just hear,
He's got a
because when
good
you hit the
voice.
high notes, it's like the same like raspy style he does.
It's been a
That's-
while since I heard him, so when I think Chris, I'm gonna have to go back and.
I think his old stuff is better. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, it's usually like that, right?
Yeah,
Right.
but what are you gonna do? Alright, but anyways, you guys have any more stuff you want to play, or?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, because we got time for it,
All
so.
right. So this and then the track or change it up.
I have the track.
Doesn't
to-
matter.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
Live is cool. Let's do that.
Yeah. They
Live is-
look like they enjoy live, so. Oliver!
can run from this, you can come. It will end up being all of the same. I'd ride or die to face this world, but my love, it will never change. Yeah, we'll crack the bottle, pour the champagne. Yeah, my rhythm is all that I need. We're gonna let this music pull you in and bring you to your knees. I've written strong words, even weak ones. Far too much dark thinking, and in each night I have gone astray. Cloveless, stoned and drinking. See, my darkness, known as righteous, is my weakness in thou holiness. But here in this life I have chosen to waste. Blood wigs my faceless. I can run from this, you can come. It will end up being all the same. Oh, I'd ride or die, yeah, I'd face that world, but my love, it will never change. Yeah, I'll crack that bottle, pour that champagne. Yeah, my rhythm is all that I need. We're gonna let this music blow you in and bring you to your knees. Yeah, stack it up, or go live it up. Yeah, smoke it up, you know you've been toking up. You know you've been grinding, girl, been on that sweet grinding, girl. Smiling, girl, you got my beating vocal cords. I got my heart pumped the floor, testify the drunken door. The key to my heart takes the cake. In abyss, I'm raising the stakes, ripping and taking my vigilance, significance, all of it under the scope of love. Yeah, what about this love? Have I got it twisted? Have I got it twisted? And this life, oh, this precious life, have I missed it? Have I missed it? I've placed illusions above my family side. This face does not lie. I can run from this, you can come. It will end up being all of the same. Oh, I'd ride or die, yeah, I'd face that world, but my love, it will never change. Yeah, I'll crack that bottle, pour that champagne. Yeah, my rhythm is all that I need. We're gonna let this music blow you in and bring you to your knees. I will run, I won't hide. Till the day we die. Ooh, shouldn't have put that capo on, man.
Happens, man. Alright, what song was that?
It's called Ludwig.
Alright, awesome, man.
Split personality stuff.
Cool. It's like that one movie that came out. It's called Split.
Split, yeah.
Exactly.
I was about to say, I know it was recent. Alright, but anyways, before we get into the last song, because we got to let them set up, what are some stuff you guys like want to do for like the future? Like maybe with each other. I know you guys have written solo stuff, so what's some stuff you guys want to do in general?
I mean, my personal goal with Chris is to kind of like get into that weird thing that he was talking about, polyrhythmic, like just kind of jumping down the rabbit hole.
I was about to say I wasn't trying to go back to the nude beach, but if you want to take this conversation that way.
I mean, that's what it takes sometimes. You gotta get out there.
That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, right.
You just gotta get naked.
You just gotta leave it all hanging, man. Literally. Let it all hang out there.
Sandy Hook, dude.
Oh boy. All right, but anyway, thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And one more thing, why don't you give yourselves a plug real quick? Any social media you guys have, any gigs you have coming up if you have any, real quick, and then we'll go into the last song.
Nearest gig next Friday, August 17th. Doors open 7 p.m. at the Sherman Theater Showcase they have over in Stroudsburg, PA. That's the nearest one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's like an acoustic pursuit, so it'll be something similar like this, except we have a bassist coming in, so it's like
it's a small venue.
a little heavier.
It's more intimate, so you can kind of get up close and personal with the music. It's a nice spot to hang out, have a couple beers, listen to some good music.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That sounds awesome.
And obviously, the social media stuff is like your typical, Instagram. Follow Ben Gorski or ENJINZ Fire. I have to say, a personal page is more entertaining to me, but I'm like, this is my best life.
You guys on Reverb Nation too, as well?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
About to say I haven't really seen his Instagram page, so I can't vouch for him just yet.
It's a lot of like nudes and.
Beautiful. Just warming up for the beach.
I'm just kidding.
Gonna say you're talking up close and personal over here. That's what his Instagram is.
It's funny. A friend of mine.
That's why I'm not friends with him on Facebook. And Instagram.
friend of mine's page has all nudes on it. I said, "Oh, you got hacked." He says, "No, I didn't. I just put nudes up there." I said,
Oh, that's wild.
Living his best life. All right, but
That's funny.
all right, but anyways, why don't you run us through the last song and then we'll close out the show.
All right, so the last song, unfortunately, is I don't know. It's pretty. It's got a positive message in it, but it has to do with undiagnosed problems for people. People that kind of white knuckle their way through life, but they have something that they never get diagnosed with for whatever reasons.
Yeah.
And and music somehow being that thing that helps people come out of that. It's something to focus on, any kind of creativity. It's called AXO, which is the I don't know, the name goes deep, but we'll save that for another day.
Yeah. I was gonna say you guys don't have to get into it if you don't want to. I just like it when you got something behind a song. I could appreciate that.
It's important.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
But anyways, let's hear it. Last song, AXO, right here on HamiltonRadio.net. Engine Fire, baby. Check them out.
Has been conformed. He sold it all to make a penny more than he did, and he did. Your sound asleep is never sleep. For him the world runs his mind. Oh, his mind is tired, confined, yet wired, ruling all of this painted picture, in which his approval groomed the beauty to losing a point for vanity and saying his tragedy. Oh, it's sad to view his pictures. Yet naive to the ticking, his soul is burning on fire for love, yet focuses hard. You're back to the way he falls, undiagnosed, driven by this music, his bliss. You're back to the way he falls, undiagnosed. Yeah, driven by this music, his bliss. So tell me why he makes a sound, why he plays knowing there's nothing in this for him, oh, except for his life, I guess. Yeah, that silver linings is looking gray. So easy to make the world turn black, never going back, no. Miraculously, beats within him find the way. He's ready to go, he's ready to stay. You're back to the way he falls, undiagnosed, driven by this music, his bliss. You're back to the way he falls, undiagnosed. Yeah, driven by this music, his bliss. Back to the way he falls, undiagnosed, driven by this music, his bliss.
right there was Axo on HamiltonRadio.net. Engine Fire. Like I said, check them out. Thank you guys again so much for coming on, getting lost in tractors, going through the journey to make it all the way here. And they gave you their social media. Like they said, check them out. August 17th, Stroudsburg, PA.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
what's-
Sherman Showcase.
Sherman Showcase. All right, gotcha.
We're playing with acoustic Pursuit. They're
All
pretty
right,
cool.
Playing with the Acoustic Pursuit like they literally just said 2 seconds ago. This has been John Brecco here on the Roundtable on HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2. Check out the Wisecracking next with the King, Elvis, baby, Richie Santa. We'll see you guys next time. Deuces.